If you're a woman who's accumulated significant financial resources, 2 million, 3 million, maybe more sitting in your 401k or traditional IRA, I need to tell you about a potential tax bill that's quietly growing in the background of your retirement plan. It's called a required minimum distribution, or RMD. The women who have done everything right, like saved diligently, invested wisely, accumulated serious resources, are often the ones who get hit hardest by this. Not because they made a mistake, because they made too much progress without a withdrawal strategy to match. I'm Leah Woodley, a certified financial planner with Dorval and Charney Financial Advisors. And today I want to walk you through why the years right before your first RMD are some of the most valuable planning years you'll ever have, and what you can start doing right now to keep more of what you've built. Let's get into it. What exactly is an RMD? Quick refresher because the mechanics matter here. A required minimum distribution is the minimum amount the IRS forces you to withdraw each year from tax-deferred accounts once you've hit a certain age. Here's the deal you made, perhaps without fully realizing it. For decades, the government let you invest untaxed money. It grew tax-deferred. That felt great, but that arrangement was never permanent. Eventually, the IRS wants its money, and RMDs are how they collect it, whether or not you will actually need the cash that year. For a woman who's accumulated $2 million or more, this isn't a minor annoyance. It becomes one of the largest, least controllable tax events of your retirement, and waiting to think about RMDs until the time comes may be an expensive mistake. If you wait until your first RMD notice arrives before thinking seriously about planning, then most of the good planning options are already off the table. The real planning happens years before that first mandatory withdrawal. There tends to be an opportunity window after you've stopped working, but before RMDs kick in. Your paycheck is stopped. You may not have started Social Security yet. There's no forced withdrawal inflating your taxable income. For many women, this is the lowest income period of their entire adult life, which makes it the single best window to be proactive instead of reactive. At $2 million plus in assets, the stakes on getting this wrong are significantly higher than they are for the average retiree. A lot of people assume an RMD is basically just income showing up, no different from a pension check. It's not. At meaningful account balances, large RMDs can push you into a higher tax bracket, sometimes without warning, trigger IRMAA surcharges, meaning higher Medicare Part B and Part D premiums, make more of your Social Security benefit taxable, and quietly cost you far more over your lifetime than if the income had been spread out intentionally. Once RMDs begin, you lose control over the timing. If you spent decades being deliberate and in control of your finances, that loss of control is exactly the part that should get your attention. If you spent 30 plus years contributing to a 401k, rolled it into a traditional IRA, and watched it grow into 7 figures, congratulations, genuinely. That takes discipline most people never develop. But the irony is, being an exceptional saver is precisely what creates the RMD problem in the first place. If that $2 million or $3 million keeps compounding for another decade before you're required to touch it, your eventual RMDs could be dramatically larger than you expect. This isn't a reason to regret how well you saved. It's the reason to start planning now for how you'll withdraw it. The good news is that you have real options, more than most people realize. The first option is Roth conversions, moving money from a traditional IRA into a Roth IRA, paying tax on the conversion now so future qualified growth is tax-free. Done strategically during your lower income years, this can meaningfully shrink your future RMDs and give you tax-free assets to pass on. As a caveat, Roth conversions aren't automatically right for everyone, so you definitely want to speak with an advisor before incorporating conversions into your plan. The next option is voluntary early withdrawals. Counterintuitive, but sometimes paying tax today at a lower rate beats being forced to pay a much higher rate later. This gives you the opportunity and control to choose when you pay taxes. Another option is strategic Social Security timing, or what we like to call bridging. Delaying your Social Security retirement claim can open up additional room in those early retirement years to execute the strategies I previously mentioned without pushing yourself into a higher bracket. If you happen to still be working, tax diversification is a power move you should consider. Instead of nearly everything sitting in one type of account, spreading assets across traditional, Roth, and taxable brokerage accounts gives you far more flexibility to choose where each year's income comes from, and that flexibility becomes incredibly valuable. Qualified charitable distributions, QCDs, can also be an impactful strategy if giving is part of your values. QCDs let you direct funds from your IRA straight to charity, satisfying your RMD without adding to your taxable income at all. I want to be clear, and if you watch any videos on this channel, you'll hear this a lot. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. Your plan is unique to your values, priorities, motivations, and goals. The right approach also depends on your current tax bracket, your expected future income, your Medicare premiums, your state of residence, your charitable goals, your estate planning objectives, and how your specific accounts are structured. Don't focus on eliminating taxes entirely, but you have the opportunity to pay them strategically with proper planning on your terms over your lifetime, not the IRS's terms all at once later. I recommend beginning this conversation early for tax diversification purposes, but especially 5 to 10 years before your RMDs are scheduled to start. You definitely don't want to wait until the notice arrives. Start planning now while you still have maximum flexibility. The earlier you start, the more leverage you have to pull, and the better your outcome tends to be. If you have $2 million or more built up, saving clearly isn't your problem. The real mistake is spending decades mastering how to accumulate wealth without ever developing a plan for how to withdraw it efficiently. Those are two completely different skill sets, and the women who end up with the most flexibility, the most control, and the least stress in retirement are the ones who planned their withdrawals with the same intention they brought to building their wealth in the first place. If you're within about 10 years of retirement, or you've recently stepped away from work, this is exactly the right moment to get ahead of your future RMDs. Don't hand the IRS the pen and let them decide how much of your money moves and when. If this was helpful, like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's built real wealth and deserves to keep more of it. And if you would like a personalized retirement income strategy designed to give you flexibility and control while focusing on your quality of life goals, let's have a conversation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.